People think growing old is about losing your strength, your memory, your place in the world. That's not the part no one tells you. My name is Walter, and I'm 84 years old. I've lived long enough to watch my life shrink and expand in ways I never expected, and I want to tell you about the quiet part of aging that no one prepares you for. When I was younger, I thought getting older would feel dramatic. I imagined big moments, clear endings, some kind of announcement that a chapter had closed, but that's not how it happens. Growing old is mostly silent. Things leave your life without asking permission, and one day you realize they've been gone for a long time. I didn't notice when the noise started to fade. I used to wake up to plans, deadlines, phone calls, places to be, people waiting on me. There was always something pulling at my sleeve: work, responsibility, ambition, worry. I complained about it constantly. I thought peace would come when all that finally stopped. And it did stop, just not in the way I imagined. The phone rings less now. Sometimes it doesn't ring at all. At first, I told myself it was a relief. No more obligations, no more rushing, no more pressure to prove anything. But after a while, the quiet stopped, feeling like rest and started feeling like absence. No one tells you that growing old means becoming invisible in small, ordinary ways. The world doesn't push against you as much anymore. Clerks don't rush to help you. Conversations move past you. People assume you've already said everything worth saying. I remember sitting on a park bench one afternoon watching people walk by with their headphones and their hurried steps, and realizing no one saw me there. Not really. I could have sat there all day and left without anyone noticing. That thought stayed with me longer than I expected. When you're young, you measure your life by what you add. More friends, more work, more experiences, more noise. When you're old, life measures you by what remains after things fall away. Careers end, roles disappear, friends move or pass on. Even your body slowly withdraws from the conversation. At first, I tried to fill the quiet. I kept the television on all day, not because I was watching, but because I wanted to hear a human voice in the room. I'd leave the radio playing when I went to sleep. Silence felt too much like being forgotten. But over time, something strange happened. The quiet stopped feeling empty. With fewer voices around me, I started hearing my own thoughts more clearly. Not the anxious ones that used to rush me through life, but the slower, deeper ones that never had room before. The kind that ask questions instead of giving answers. I started remembering moments I hadn't thought about in decades. A night drive with my wife when we were young, the windows down, saying nothing because nothing needed to be said. The weight of my child asleep on my chest, trusting me completely. Ordinary moments I rushed through at the time, never knowing how rare they were. No one tells you that growing old gives your memories more space than your plans. The future stops demanding your attention, and the past finally has room to speak. There's regret in that, of course. I see now how often I was distracted, how many conversations I half listened to, how many evenings I spent thinking about tomorrow instead of appreciating who was sitting across from me. You don't realize you're living the good years until they've quietly become the past. But there's also a kind of mercy in it. When the noise fades, you stop performing. You stop pretending to be someone you think the world expects. You're left with who you actually are, without applause or judgment. And if you're willing to sit with that person, you might find they're not as disappointing as you feared. I don't chase meaning the way I used to. I don't need life to prove itself to me anymore. Meaning shows up now in smaller places, in a warm cup of coffee, in sunlight moving across the floor, in a kind word from a stranger who takes a moment to see me. No one tells you that growing old isn't about running out of time, but about finally stepping out of its grip. The urgency loosens, the fear quiets. What remains is a gentler awareness of being here at all. Some days are lonely. I won't pretend they aren't. But loneliness has taught me something too. It's shown me which connections mattered most and how deeply I was shaped by them. Even when people are gone, what they gave you stays. If you're younger and listening to this, I don't want you to fear aging. I want you to understand it. One day, the noise will fade for you too. The question is whether you'll know how to listen when it does. Growing old doesn't take your life away. It strips it down. And what's left, if you've paid attention along the way, can be enough. If you like my story, please write a comment and let's start a conversation. I invite you to subscribe to the channel and to listen to other stories of wisdom and life events. There is so much to learn. I wish you the very best.